It's a beautiful day in Coimbra, a perfect day for us to do some exploring. And our destination is the Colégio de Nossa Senhora da Graça, a hidden gem of Renaissance architecture and a place where the distant past can sometimes feel very close. Along the busy Rua de Sofia, local people are making their way to work. We are in sight of the city centre, and this is the historical heart of the university. Rua de Sofia means the Street of Wisdom. Yet few people pause in front of the nondescript entrance to the Colégio or look more closely at the inscriptions. But here, carved in stone, are the facts. The Colégio was established as a community of scholars operating within the order of the Hermits of St. Augustine. Their coat of arms is on the left. The building itself was completed in 1578, as the inscription confirms, and the institution accepted its first students the following year. Behind the foundation was the university's greatest patron, the Portuguese monarch João III, whose coat of arms is there on the right. King João III, known to posterity as the Pious, had inherited a sprawling global empire, and his 4-decade reign was in many ways a golden age of opulence and power. From across the world, wealth undreamed flowed into Portuguese coffers, and much of this bounty the king lavished on the church or on founding religious institutions, such as the Colégio de Nossa Senhora da Graça. The leading architect of the time, Diogo de Castilho, was given the task of making manifest the royal will. The result was an awe-inspiring product of Renaissance exuberance. The azulejo tiles and vaulted ceiling are testimony to the wealth of the Portuguese monarchy during the 15th century. The church has linked chapels on either side containing carved and gilded woodwork. One of these in particular would surely have appealed to the scholars seeking solace there. For 3 centuries, the college functioned as intended. Generations of students entered these gates to receive the best education the kingdom could provide. Beyond these corridors, though, the world was, as ever, changing. Religious-based education had become more controversial as a new age of science and rationality dawned. In the 1830s, the colleges were disbanded, their opulent facilities put to other uses. The Colégio became an army barracks, and this military tradition continues today, with the building now housing the Liga dos Combatentes, the Portuguese Veterans Association. But here in the central courtyard, the past and present meld seamlessly together. It is easy to imagine the scholars who used to walk these cloisters wearing their traditional robes, locked in earnest debate. Perhaps most poignantly, in accordance with the tradition of those times, many of them were buried here beneath these flagstones. The cloisters are thus filled with the weary tranquility that comes from the passage of centuries. However, the river of time has washed over these stones for so many centuries that the names of the renowned scholars laid to rest here have been slowly worn away. But though the names of these scholars have been lost to time, the institution they were part of remains as a hidden jewel from history, just waiting to be discovered.